Alright, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, and the storyline at the top of this, like, 5-story, kind of like guard post tower. It went up, and then up, and then up, and then up, and then up. Anyway, here's Rean with the Crystal Exarch. I don't remember the last story quest I did and how it ended specifically, so that's just a thing, but yeah. This one is called Fraying Threads. I can get rid of that. Don't want to save that. Already. Fraying Threads. Here we go. It happened after Alice and I saw the children back to Spigurix. We chanced to meet Thancred there, returning from his mission. He'd been shadowing Elidibus around the realm, only to lose sight of him near the Crystarium. And he was in the middle of telling us where he'd been when he just crumpled to the ground. The Chirurgeons are looking after him now, with Alphino standing by, just in case his healing magics are needed. Since I couldn't do anything to help, I thought it best to find you, and the guard at the FFXIV told me where to look. I see. It cannot have been easy leaving Thancred's side, and my thanks for bearing word to us. Come, let us hurry to Spigurix. I don't want to lose my stealthy boy. Don't want to lose the stealthy boy. At some point in time, y'all should let me mount up here, because time is money. But more importantly, time is preventing the advancement of bad people into places, and time is getting to an ally as soon as possible. All of which are better and easier with being able to mount my Chocobo or Jazz Wolf or Awesome Dragon, you know. Just saying. Yeah, actually probably would have been faster to teleport to the main Aetheryte, but I'm stupid. Alright, we've reached the Spigurix with Thancred sitting up in bed. And everyone around him. Cutscene. They dragged you here too, did they? My apologies. Sorry, it's not really. How do you feel? Says the Exarch. Embarrassed, but otherwise well enough. I won't be staying overnight. This episode was not the result of any injury I could find. Thancred's ether, however, did show signs of instability, and I did what I could to calm the fluctuations, says Alphino. And all of this happened without warning, says the Exarch. Not exactly. He looks to Rean. You will doubtless recall the time Urianger nearly drowned and I gallantly went to his rescue. When his water-walking charm failed, he was tired, as were you when you got back. We were both spent, yes, on account of which you begged us to rest, which, in retrospect, may have been a good idea. The fact is, I've been experiencing regular bouts of lightheadedness ever since, but there was no actual fainting until now. Alice looks worried. As Alphino observed, I have no lingering injuries, and it most assuredly isn't old age, which leaves but one likely cause. The link between body and soul has weakened further, says the Exarch. Time grows short. We must complete the spirit vessel with all haste. To that end, Mercy, might I trouble you to make a trip to the source? In addition to looking in our friends' bodies, I would have you consult Krile about our plan. If she has any concerns, we should at least endeavor to address them prior to proceeding. Of course, I nod. In the meantime, we should get back to laying bare Elidibus's plot. Thus far, I have learned this much, that in each of the places he has visited, there have been sightings of suspicious black-clad strangers. Moreover, the coming of these shady individuals has invariably coincided with some manner of misfortune. Beasts terrorizing settlements, blight ravaging crops, you know the sort of thing. All of which serves rather conveniently to make Elidibus's call for new heroes reverberate that much more loudly in the hearts of his audience, says Alphino. And you think these black-clad strangers are Ascians? I do, and I fully intend to investigate further, though for that I shall require additional feet on the ground. You can count on mine. Gods know I've been itching to get out there for a while, says Alice. Mayhap Urianger too can be prevailed upon to join in your efforts, says the Exarch. He has already provided copious guidance on the matter of the spirit vessel's construction. It is for Beck, Lug, and I to wrestle with the rest. Well, if you can spare the old boy, we may as well make a use of him. I'll go and give him the good news. You'll do no such thing, however needless you are of your own well-being. If you care at all for Rain's feelings, you'll stay in bed until you're needed. Alphino and I will find Urianger, says Alice. He looks a little shocked and then smiles and turns to Rain, and she nods. All being well, we will have news to share by the time you return. Safe travels, Mercy, says Alphino. Rain stays at Thancred's side. Everybody else goes off to do what they need to do. Costs 3 hundo to teleport to the Rising Stones. What are they called? Revenant's Toll. Sorry, no. The Rising Stones is within the Revenant's Toll. I don't know why she swallowed the Revenant's Toll. Perhaps she'll roll. That's stupid. That was stupid, and I'm stupid for doing it. I'm so sorry for who I am as a person and just things and stuff. Back in the source, we entered the Rising Stones. We get to talk to Tataru. Always a pleasure. Cutscene. Mercy! What excellent, awful timing! She looked like panic. Tataru. Or Taru. Anyway. You see, our friends, they've taken a turn for the worse. Krile's hardly had a moment's rest these past few days. We both looked to the door of the infirmary. She didn't want everyone to worry, so we've been keeping it quiet. Oh, but listen to me. I call myself a receptionist, and I haven't even bothered to ask you why you're here. We explain. So, they think the spirit vessel will be ready soon, and they want to make sure there are no problems at this end. You'd better talk to Krile. She's with the others in Dawn's Respite. Let's go and see her. Just prepare yourself, alright? Alright. We both look to the door one more time. The cutscene goes black, and we go to the door. For the first time, I think, ever. The entrance to Dawn's Respite. We have a cutscene. Tataru and I are walking along some stone hallways. Reach another door that is closed currently. It is opened by Tataru.
Excuse us.
It's very dark inside, apparently. Only one candelabra on a table further in. Why is it so creepy?
This way.
Are they keeping everyone in the lowest light possible for some reason that has not been explained? Just for resting purposes, I would say? I don't know. We see Alice on a bed. We see Alphino, Urianger, Thancred, Y'shtola. We see some healing being performed by Krile on Thancred's body.
I would rather you hadn't seen this.
Why? Fucking... people get hurt. People die. I kill a lot of people.
I'm sorry. We have urgent tidings.
Oh, no, I'm not angry with you. On the contrary, I know full well how hard everyone has been searching for a way to return home. And I had hoped to afford you the time you needed.
It's not your fault. Look at me.
But given our friend's present state, perhaps it was for the best that you came.
I mean, I get to talk to them, like, I get to talk to their souls in real time, well, in the first time, which is
Stiff and cold,
faster.
all of them. As if they were made of wax. Barely alive at all.
Holy shit, that's actually pretty fucking crazy. We get a flash of white. We see Alphino talking to that young Makot girl that we helped recently, and then we see Alphino on the bed.
And they had been doing so well. Save for occasional signs of etheric instability, they appeared to be in passable health.
Huh.
Then, quite without warning, things took a turn for the worse. A change for which even Master Matoya could offer no explanation.
Is it something Elidibus is doing to create so many warriors of light in this in this zone that the realm itself didn't have much need anymore for the scions that were?
She could only remind me that the soul is yet an unknown frontier, and that much and more lies beyond our ken. But let's not lose heart just yet. At times like these, it is all the more important that we remain positive. Why? I but this moment succeeded in quelling a fluctuation in Thancred's ether. And while the others have weakened, they have remained relatively stable. I believe I may leave my post for a moment. So come, let me hear your tale outside.
We walk out of the dark room slowly, because they are Lalafell, short legs. I pause one last time to look upon the beds and the lying figures. And then I follow outside. Cutscene goes black. Talking to Krile. What news from the first? We explain what's going on. I see. Work on the spirit vessel proceeds apace, but our friends begin to falter. As they themselves have observed, the link between body and soul has weakened. It's as simple as that. For now, I'm still able to quell the fluctuations in their ether, but it's only a matter of time. We'll lose them if we don't act soon, so if the Exarch is ready to attempt something, let him attempt it. As for the spirit vessel itself, if we seek to draw upon Allegan wisdom, we could do worse than consult an expert in the field. And I think I know just the man. Time being against us, it may be best if I go and solicit his aid in person, even if it does mean leaving my patients. Fraying threads is complete. Wouldn't you know it, I get item level 500. Complete set of Crystarium armor. Well, actually that might be good. So fending is tank. Maiming is melee strength DPS. And striking, I believe, is melee or ranged physical DPS, like ninja. Or obviously, ranger, bard, I guess, but dancer. Let's see who needs the full set the most. So I only have 2 of the 3 possible options that are actually leveled and I keep up with. So it could be Dragoon or Paladin. Dragoon has 430, 430, 530, 430, 530. Paladin has 430, 530, 530, 430, 430. So it's the fucking same. It's 6 of one, half a dozen other. What I'd kind of like to... I think I'm going to go with Dragoon so that Paladin would be closer in the rotation, or like the most, it would be soonest to get better 530 gear. So yeah, I'll go Dragoon for it. Can I skip this? No. All right. So it is maiming. We'll pop that. Dragoon and Reaper is pretty much all it's good for. So we go from 430 head to 500 head. We go from 430 body to 500 body. Hands are already 530. Legs are the last piece. Everything else is 530. So legs, boom. And then Dragoon, who's now like really like the body is very red. It's a red and black motif with some, I would say, like kind of like dull iron color. The boots are black. The hands are mostly black with some red cuffs and then some red lines running along the upper arms. And it's a good look. I like it. Dragoon goes from 500 average to 517, which makes it the highest one currently. The second highest is 502 for White Mage, Paladin, and Sage, with Red Mage pulling up the rear at 496 still. So Red Mage will get the next 530 piece of gear. That's the end of this video. There'll be a link in the description that will send you to my Google Doc PowerPoint where every slide is an item on Amazon that I recommend. There's only about 18 items. I haven't actually counted to make sure 18 is the right number, but it feels right. It's like 16, 18, something like that. If you purchase any of those items with a link on that particular slide, I will get a small cut. They're items that I use all the time, and that is why I recommend them. So hopefully I will see you next time. Hope you enjoyed the video. Bye-bye.